What's up, guys? It's me, Comrade Alucard, aka Nick here, bringing you another video. It's 8:15 in the morning and I haven't slept yet, and I have places to go today, so I can't sleep. It's kind of, don't do that. Not very good for your health. But today we're talking about the election fraud in the, Democratic primary, where Bernie Sanders was basically cheated out of the nomination by the stupid cheating bitch Hillary Clinton. The reptilian one that can't control her eyes and eats flies and shit. You see that rhymed. I'm a grade A rapper. Well, Election Justice USA finds that Bernie Sanders lost an estimated of 184 delegates to election fraud. But that's only the that's only an upper estimate considering election fraud, not even counting the immense MSM bias, lack of debates, DNC bias, shenanigans outside of the fraud. Hillary's huge funding thanks to corruption, it should have been a landslide for Bernie, according to dailycost.com. Here's their conclusion. We have aimed to provide an overview of the evidence for various types of fraud and targeted voter suppression impacting the outcomes of the 2016 Democratic presidential primaries, after covering the legal background and the history of Election and Justice USA's legal actions. Our best efforts to combat election fraud and voter suppression, we gave a thorough treatment of 1. Targeted voter suppression. 2. Registration tampering. 3. Illegal voter purges. 4. Exit polling discrepancies. 5. Evidence for voting machine tampering. And 6. The security or lack therefore of various voting types. So, finally they gave a date-by-date, state-by-state overview of each of these election or fraud suppression types at work through the course of the 2016 Democratic presidential primaries. Based on this work, Election Justice USA has established an upper estimate of 184 pledged delegates lost by Bernie Sanders as a consequence of specific irregularities and instances of fraud. Adding these delegates' number to Senator Sanders' pledged delegates total and subtracting the same number from Hillary Clinton, Clinton's total would more than erase 359 pledged delegate gap between the two candidates. Election Justice USA established the upper estimate through the exit polling data, statistical analysis of precinct size, and attention to the details of democratic proportional awarding of national delegates. Even small changes in vote shares in critical states like Massachusetts and New York have substantially changed the media narrative surrounding the primaries in ways that would likely have had more far-reaching consequences for Senator Sanders' campaign. So basically what this is saying is that gap of 359 pledged delegates between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders would have been completely erased and given Bernie Sanders the lead in the election. He would have won in a landslide, actually. He would have completely dominated Hillary Clinton had the voting fraud not taken place. Let's not forget the fact that people have been have had their affiliation changed to independent or other parties, which is, pretty bad. Donald Trump at least won his election fair and square without cheating, but I mean, that does say some bad things about America. Of course it does. It shows that the Republicans have become a fascist party instead of the Republican Party. They're no longer conservatives. They're fascist authoritarians that should be wiped from existence, expunged. But that's not the point. The point is that Hillary Clinton herself became a Republican and a fascist in this election. And before that, she was a Goldwater Republican. So, what's there to say that, she won't cheat Donald Trump out of the election? Or that she won't cheat Jill Stein or Gary Johnson or any other third-party candidate that is polling higher than, what actual polls show. Because in online polls done, I understand that people under 18 can vote, but that's not a very big factor in this, on the online polls. Jill Stein honestly demolishes Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump in those polls. There are some where Jill Stein and Donald Trump are head-to-head, like it'll come to me, I'll put it in the description, but nationwide there was 100,000 people on this app where the poll shows Jill Stein and Donald Trump neck and neck at around 30-something% each, with Hillary Clinton less than 10% and Gary Johnson at like 12%. But this also isn't just a four-way race. There are other third-party candidates running, like I'm probably going to butcher his name, Mimi Solidis. He's running for the Socialist Party. I really enjoy his platform as well. Don't know if I should throw my support behind him or behind Jill at this point, because I like them both. Jill is an eco-socialist, he's just a straight-out socialist, which, it's not much of a difference there, really. Not. The Green Party just likes to say that they're not socialists, they just care about the environment. It's kind of weird, considering they have a lot of socialist policies, and they're kind of democratic socialists, in my opinion. But Bernie Sanders would be our Democratic presidential nominee, and would be dominating Donald Trump in those polls. The only thing Donald Trump could say to Bernie Sanders in the debates that would, cause any kind of damage to Bernie Sanders is calling him a communist. Well, we all know that socialism leads to communism. That's the way it should be. That's the way Lenin said it should be, that socialism's ultimate goal is communism. Which, it's not a bad thing. The United States itself does not understand what communism actually is and what socialism actually is. It's all because of the Red Scare that happened in the Cold War, where the American government would basically just arrest anyone that was a communist. They would stop people from voting they would stop people from voting if they were a communist. They would expunge them from the records. They would stop allowing artists to draw because they were communists. America needs to change their idea, their perspective of what communism actually is. It's not where we take all this money from the rich and give it to the poor. No, it's where everyone works equally, where there's true solidarity through the working class. In capitalism, the ones that don't work own the factory, but in communism, the people that work own the factory, and that's the way it should be. Off topic again, I'm sorry, but in other words, Hillary Clinton cheated the fuck out of Bernie Sanders this election, and I don't see why America's not doing anything about it. I guess it's just that, we don't care. Our main priority should be stopping Donald Trump. Well, yes, I agree we should stop him, but I don't believe Hillary Clinton is a suitable candidate to earn our votes. She has not done anything to earn it. In fact, all she's done her entire political career is lie, change her stances. She flip-flops back and forth from issues, and there's no way of telling how she actually feels, especially with the new Goldman and Sachs transcripts being released that hasn't been getting much attention because of the grab her by the pussy scandal by Donald Trump. As soon as that gets leaked, oh guys, here we have a video that's 11 years old that has no relevance today at all, with Donald Trump saying stuff about sexually assaulting women. Let's put that out there because, Hillary Clinton needs to stay, untouchable. Fucking, the media has Hillary Clinton's name all over it. The Clinton News Network and fucking MSNBC, fucking Fox News, all of them want Hillary Clinton elected. There might be a couple people in Fox News that want Donald Trump elected, don't get me wrong, it's a very Republican media outlet, but they all work for the same people in the end, being controlled by the same people that donate to them. Republicans and Democrats are exactly the same. They're barely different on the political spectrum. They're right next to each other. I shit you not. They are in the top right area. Not very top right, they're moderate right. They're all alt-rights, Democrats and Republicans. And neither of them have a problem with election fraud at all, because I haven't heard any Republicans actually speak out against this, because, hey, the Democrats chose the weaker candidate that's going to lose to Donald Trump. So when, you try to tell me that it's my fault and other third-party voters' fault that, Donald Trump gets elected, I want you to remember that you're supporting the party that cheated Senator Sanders out of the election. And I understand that Senator Sanders has said not to vote third party, not to protest vote, because this is not the year to do it, and I understand his reasonings, but I also think that Hillary Clinton threatened him with his life. I mean, come on. How many people have disappeared when they stood up to Hillary Clinton? If he would have won the primary, they probably would have had him killed anyways. there's no beating the Clintons unless you want to die. So again, guys, if you are watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. It is 8:30 in the morning. I have not slept yet, but you know, it's a 10-minute video already. Holy shit, I have been ranting. Well, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you later.